Hi, John here. Today is Saturday the 8th of April 2017. I just got my glasses today. They're adjustable to read, and you just turn the ends here and focus. You've got the instructions here. Okay? So shows you how to use it, and I've got them because they're $20, and I've got my proper reading long distance glasses up there, and I'm always frightened they'll break if I lose them. I lost them once and I found them. I left them in a Poriki, then Jim week or two found them. Anyway, today I'm carrying on with the work. You'll see I'm on Facebook posting what's happening in America and with their Syria war, and also with the EU Parliament, and where to with Brexit, and also with our flag here, our flag in the background there. With that, and also where we're going with our big meeting coming up on the 1st of May 2017 up in Parihaka, or down in, or up in across in Taranaki, next to the Mount Taranaki. You'll see that I've put a picture of early days 1831 with the church, St. Mary's Church. I'm going to copy them out and show you, as well as the whakapapa of Moriori Manukau, and the names that I've picked out in New Zealand that came from the Chatham Islands. It didn't go from here to there, it came from there to here. So that was the mainland of the closest inhabitants at that time to New Zealand, settling on it first before all the other natives came from the Pacific Islands. The names on the land is a fact evidence at 1831 that the British Church of England, St. Mary's from England, landed first at Rangitukia and set up the church in Tikitiki. So they went further up from the beach at Rangitukia, another 13 to 20 miles inland, just away from the beach, because of tsunamis and flooding and all that. They kept away from the lowlands and always put their strongholds or pars inland in the safer zone area than standing on the beach. As you can see now in parts of New Zealand, it's falling into the sea, the land and the houses. That's how the Maori people of today visualize themselves as being from somewhere. And it wasn't a Maori here at the time. They created that tribe to fuse in with the British people, first arrival. And you'll notice on the map that 1837 is when Queen Victoria took reign of the Westminster Parliament, and of King William IV died then. He was reigning from 1830 to 1837. So our flag was given in 1834 on the 20th of March 1834 in Okiato Kororareka in Russell. That's the name that was adopted by the Navy, Russell, 1834. But in 1831 the church records are more accurate than the Maori's whakapapa, because the Maori have constructed their history for the Crown Corporations, New South Wales Government, Australia and New Zealand, to make their own title, but we're sticking to the British Church Parliament. That's where the Parliament started from, in the churches, and those who attended kept record of who the families were that went into the church. So the first bishops were Bishop Toro Wanoa and Tipi Ka, around about that time. The Ka being C-A-R-R, as converted into Maori K-A-A. So that's the Ka to the Ka. And Wanoa stayed Wanoa, Manukau stayed Manukau, Parapara stayed Parapara, and Puha stayed Puha, and Hainga stayed Hainga. It didn't change into another name. Those were the names on the land at 1831. And I'm working with Rapata Ka, or Robert Ka, to stitch the St. Mary's Church in Tiki Tiki together with our titles, with the Moriori Manukau and the Parapara, those two names, and the Wanoa being Tahitian from Raiatea and the Rapa Nui. So those two went together at that time. And you can see from 1837 the cunning New Zealand government, Crown, kept things at 1840 and kept the 1837 out so that they don't have to go into that area, which would catch them out. And it's caught them out because they can't tell us the original names on 1831 on that map. They can't tell us we weren't here before then, and to base their history on 1840. They're stuck in their legacy to 1840, and that's all there is with Maori. Maori is stuck with 1840. They cannot go into the contract we have with this flag at 1834. They just can't. Okay? The 1835 part of this flag was legislated out into the 1840 treaty, so Maori came under that side of that flag after, a year later, after in 1835 on the 28th of October. But meanwhile, the 1834 is what we're talking about with this St. Mary's Church in that time period legacy of our sovereignty. We were sovereign then, meaning I was here at 1831. Mr. Tipi Ka and his ancestors, and Mr. Toro Wanoa and his ancestors. Two men. Male dominant is tikanga. Tahitian law, L-O-R-E. Male line dominant. Not female, male line dominant. The same as King William IV and King William III is male line dominant. They the ones who put the Admiralty titles together, and the commerce and the bank and the pound note and all the commerce through the well and here. So it's not a queen that went out on a ship, it's a king that went on a ship. Okay? Those two kings. King William III put the Bank of England together. He created that, and also in 1694, and also the pound note in 1694. Okay? And Patterson was the one that created the pound note itself. William Patterson. So I'm just saying, from 1650 to 1702, that was King William III's period of time. The legacy I'm sticking our laws to. We can use those laws in this flag because it's a contract. Admiralty is contract, private contract, nobody's business, only the two parties. Okay, us, King William III and King William IV at 1830 to 1837 picked up behind is King William III on the pound note and put it through the world with us at this time period. So the church came in 1831 and then the flag came after, 3 years later. Okay, got that? That's our title. That's our title that I'm taking to Parihaka with Te Huirangi Waikere Puru. The old guy there, and put his tribe together there with the Morioris straight to Chatham Islands. Now this is how it works. The Manukau were on Chatham Islands with Waitangi names. These are the names: Turanga, Gisborne, right, and Hikurangi on the mountain at Hiruharama on our land blocks, and also Hikurangi up north, right, that's the Hikurangi there, and Aoraki, which is the South Island mountain, and Raki, which is the Taranaki mountain, where I'm going with Jim Wikotu and his Matatu Waka. Okay, we're going there to have that meeting with Raki there and Hikurangi. Hikurangi, everything with the rangi in it came from Chatham Islands, or Raki, or Rekohu. That's its name, Rekohu, not Wharekura, what's that other name? Wharekodi. That's a Maori name, Wharekodi. They put that name there. Kauri, see Kauri, there's no Kauris on Chatham Islands or Rekohu. They took the Kauri from here and put it over there. Wharekodi, from this way, that way. The Manukau came from there to here. Now I put the one-to-one claim together for Mohi Manukau, Te Mati Manukau the fourth, and I said to the tribunal, I said to the Office of Treaty Settlements, direct to the Crown with Mohi, take that name Manukau off all the treaty claims in this country and they'll have nothing to go on. Take Waitangi off because that belongs to Mohi Manukau and his hapu of Morioris on that island. Take it off your claims and you'll have nothing. Maoris will have nothing. It doesn't belong to them. It doesn't belong to them. It belongs to the bloodline, male dominant surnames. Okay, so surnames that go to that name, that's it. That I was here in 1831. I was here. That's what that map that the Crown has put there. You see, and they've missed the mark all the way through. The Maoris missed that connection because they're worrying about their own selves and their own stories. It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. Whose name belongs to the land? Not the land belongs to the name. The name that belongs to the land was put there. Claim the name and you'll find everybody scattering in all directions with their name. Pick a name. Just pick one name on the land, then tell your story about it. Okay, I'm talking about Te Pito at Rangitukia on the land block there, Te Pito and Marangairoa, because that belongs to the Wanoa in Raiatea and Rapanui to Mokonui on our land block at our homestead, the Urupa or the burial ground, Mokonui, Rapa Nui, son. Okay, so those names I claim. So everybody that's putting their treaty claims in has to claim a name. They can't touch that Manukau name. No. Leave it alone because you'll get a pound note on your head because we'll check you out to see which part of it does you come under. at 1831. You'll see them scattering in all directions. Anyway, that's all I want to say for now, and I just wanted to show you my toolbox I got. I'm fixing my car today, the brakes at the back, and to get a warrant fitness, because I got a ticket on it and it just said warning, and I've left it till I find some time to fix it. So I've stripped it yesterday, had a look and get the parts today, but I got myself a toolbox down here, there, right? I got two, that one and that one. This one's for the computer, for the laptop to go in, and the documents, all the documents goes in that one. It's nice and light when I travel. I'll go overseas, I'll take that, not this one. So this is the toolbox. It's cost me not much, it's fairly strong, so you can put bolts and things in here. And this one and that one, or something, money or something. Now there's, I got those screwdrivers. So this is a basic kit, and they're strong ones. So you got that, and then I bought these here, spanners and a hammer. And you've got the this all you need. You've got this one, Marco 3. So you've got that. Oops, one fell out, two fell out. So we've got this, Allen keys. There, where's that one? Oh, that one's missing. Another one missing. Oh, here. Oh, it's there. So, there. Nice little tidy set. And it didn't cost much. Right. Then you got a socket set here. All the nice spanners. These are good ones. Very thin ones. They're the best. The thin ones. We've got enough right down to 6mm. Right, and the pliers, shifting spanners. Oops, I'm going to take those out because I put the socket set here. Nice little socket set there. Okay. I'll get some big ones later, but just for a car, this is enough to do the brakes and things around. Once you start getting engines and pulling the bits, this is not enough. I need lots more than that, but that's my profession as mechanic. Let's see, I'll put them in there. So all of this, everything you see here, this one and that one, that was $35. So it was cost $140 altogether, so $100 for all this and the box. Alright, so that's not bad. Not bad for a full box. Look at that. Not that heavy. So there you go. And this one, there, and these separators go in the middle. You can make boxes out of it and put your documents and stuff. So I'll put the documents on one side. And to put the documents, oh, just got to try this out first. See how the oh, it's got to go that way. Right there. Now those separators are not going to fit. Normally, I've got to put foam in there to make it. See, those normally slide in there, like that, right? There, you can put your separators in, and put your documents, to separate them like that. There. And what I'll do is I'll cut them shorter and put that in there, and then I'll put foam in to protect that. It's got foam, bit of foam there, but I'll put some more in if it gets shocked. Here I'll put all my pens and stuff, and so I'll put these this way on top so the documents can go in. Nice little, that's not bad for $30 there, documents go in there and things on, so but I'll cut this down so that, oh, like shut, oh there you go, it shuts, there you go, that'll hold the thing, oh, yuck, lucky, there, that'll hold the thing there, it's holding the, so you have documents in there, yeah, documents in there, and whatever, but this just holds the computer steady when you travel. Yeah, that's it. And that can go there, well, somewhere. I'm going to put that there, like that. Oops, that's supposed to go there. Like that, and then it goes that way, like that. Like that, so, something like that. Something like that. I'll go to that. Yeah, that's it. Something like that. There. Anyway, you can, it'll shut. There. It'll shut down. There, shuts. And you've got your computer in there, all the documents, and fly away. Yeah, right? To a box, and there. Okay, so so that's all I want to say for today. I'm going to make the videos right up to the 14th of the writ warrants to the people, about 12 people that I'm going to put this up against them at Parihaka on the fraud people in this country as a blueprint of what they did to us. I'm talking about the colonial government, New South Wales, New Zealand colonial government, not the British at the moment, it was just them I'm talking about, who were the offenders after this date of this flag was given to us. And then from 1840 onwards, from 1834 up to 1840 it was the British. From 1840 onwards, it was the New Zealand and New South Wales government levy debtors. Levy creditors before that gave the land to them with their running of it. The administration of this country has gone right off the rails, and now we're going to take it off them and put it back into the people of this country, as all the titles in the world are the same. So that's all I want to say today. I'll break down everything for you in writ warrants and put it on Facebook and YouTube. Each person will have a YouTube video directed to you, and you must refute it with an equally counterclaim video against me. Okay, against me. It's me versus you, your name, that I'm putting online in front of the world, so they are all the witnesses to these cases, and they're going in front of a native grand jury King's Bench trial court. There's a difference in the grand jury and a jury trial case where the decision is made final. It's made final when you say nothing. If you say nothing to me and those chiefs, then you had nothing that you could say before 1840. That's it. You can't say anything before 1840 in this country because its laws are governed from 1840 on. They won't inquire into any claims before that. Only us can claim from fact of 1830, this flag with King William IV, and 1831, the Church of England, St. Mary's, and 1834, the flag itself of Admiralty, financial martial law. In this case we apply to you in 1840 onwards. If there is any fraudulent dealings with our land, its natural resources, fraud, corruption, and treason, and acts of war, then this is a declaration of war flag, in this sense not fighting war, but financial war on you and your administration and its handling of the trusts in this country. I'm talking about the Queen Victoria Trust is going to be seized, audited and made accountable. You have to show your books, Bill English. In the last few years, or years back to 1840. That's your legacy. You've kept the legacy of your sovereignty, wherever that comes from, and your sovereignty now. Where are you getting your sovereignty from? Where are you getting your authority from? And who and which monarch are you using over our monarch in this country? We have a reigning monarch at the present time. I'm making statements that King Ernest Augustus V is the reigning monarch of this flag and its legacy to his ancestor King William IV and King William III and St. Patrick's Church Woodha, where in the meantime Reverend Toroa Wanoa and Reverend Tipi Ka, those two are our legacy to the 1831 St. Mary's Church in Tiki Tiki, East Coast, on our Marangairoa land blocks. Okay, those Marangairoa land blocks, and it's Marangairoa Marae. They changed the name, the Crown corporations here in New Zealand, New South Wales, changed it to their Maori land court title under Awatere Marae. I'm saying that marae, its real name is Marangairoa Marae, the mana whenua to all the Marangairoa lands in the whole greater area on the east side of Awatere River and Poroporo River, Tiki Tiki River, Waiapu River, to the coast. From coast to coast in Te Araroa, all of that area of Marangairoa land belongs to Marangairoa Marae, Wanoa Marae and Rahui Marae in Tiki Tiki. Is my own family of Wanoas buried there. Okay, they outnumber every other hapu in the area. Okay, you got that? So that's what I'm saying with the title. That Rangi Tukuo title set the pattern through this country from Britain and that Church of England, Britain, UK. Got it? That's my statement on this video. Every video I make from now on is my word against your word. Anyone in this country who has a claim against that and me and Rawataka.
myself, Hoani Kahaki Wanoa. The Kahaki is Te Kahaki, my second name, to Kahaki. Te Kahaki to Toi Kai Rākau, through Raro to Toi Kai Rākau on Mount Hikurangi to Rekohu, they call Chatham Islands. Okay, that's on the British side of the names. I'm sticking the British names with our names, the indigenous mana whenua. All other tangata whenua jumped on the land in 1837 onwards on the map that I'll show you individually on these videos. Okay, you got that now? That's what I'm saying when I go to Parihaka and put on this presentation, that the names on the land were there before anyone got on. The names are in Chatham Islands. I'm putting right in front of you that they were from there to here, not here to there. It wasn't that they didn't settle here first. They came here and jumped on the land from the closest distance to New Zealand was there. They're the first ones that communicated between those islands and sailed because it wasn't far to go to get here. Okay, that's in the discoveries of this island. Okay, so that's all I want to say today. I'll get on with my work now and go and sort my car out, and see you later. Have a nice day. Bye for now. Oh, Jamie, I'll give you something to do next week when I get on to the project with the titles, and also with your connection to Ngātais, came from Tauranga to Rangitukia, and the St. John's Church there in Rangitukia, as far as Rawata is concerned, was John Ngātai. But that church, well, that's his church, and so that's where your Hori Ngātai comes from, Tauranga. Okay, I'm not too sure whether he's got land there in Rangitukia, but certainly they came into the area from 1837 onwards. In the meantime, Rawataka and myself were there in 1831, saying, I was here. I saw you people come in and jump on the land. End of story. Now, anyone else has to say, no, they got there in 1837 before 1831. Okay, and those who are from 1840 onwards, came later, have no say in a mana whenua approach to the land. They are tangata whenua, people who came with the government of Australia, New Zealand, not the British government. The mana whenua is Britain. Okay, that's the contract with this flag and with the church. That's what I say. That's my story. Like his story, this is my story. Okay? Thank you very much. Bye. See you later.